Okay, everybody, it's me, Gregory Mannarino. It is Tuesday, August 4th, 2020. This is my post-market wrap-up. I'm kind of a little bit down right now. In case you don't know, some kind of unbelievable explosion, actually two, occurred in Beirut, Lebanon today. I mean, there are videos of this thing everywhere. If you have not seen what this explosion looks like, I've never seen anything like it in my life. Not even on television. That's the truth. It's epic. Hundreds of people are dead. Hundreds of people are injured. And this just breaks my heart like you have no idea. You know, we're all a big family in my view. We're not each other's enemies. And if you believe in a higher power, as I do, pray. Pray for these people. The level of suffering has just begun. Anyway, with that said, let's move forward because the show must go on. All right, so let's talk about this stock market. Another rally today in the stock market. A new record high for the NASDAQ. Okay, all well and good. The biggest turnaround today was crude oil, and obviously, because of the explosion, whatever the heck that was over there, it's epic, like I said already. But wow, yeah, that turned crude right around. Crude started off negative today, ended well in the positive today. Gold and silver are taking off big time. No surprise to you if you follow my work. Cryptocurrencies are in a slight pullback phase here. You know, speaking about that, I wrote an article for the Trends Journal. It will come out today, I believe. If you are a Trends Journal subscriber, you are going to really get a lot out of it. There's no doubt about it. And let me say this. Since I've been a contributor to the Trends Journal, the amount of positive feedback I have gotten from all of you who get the Trends Journal has been overwhelming. Overwhelming. And again, it's just part of what I'm trying to do. Get the truth out, expose the lies, the propaganda, put everything in perspective for us all so we can all win here, because that's what it's all about for me. Okay, so again, rally on Wall Street, huge turnaround with regard to crude oil off this blast in Lebanon over there. Gold, silver, epic. Now let's talk about something else that's pretty epic here. The 10-year yield, 0.50. I don't like it. I don't like the 10-year yield here. What does this mean? Cash is going into the debt market. Also, obviously, inflating the stock market too. So we got, this is not normal. It's not normal to have simultaneous rallies here. You understand? We know who's behind this. We know what's going on for the most part. But the fact of the matter is, this bond market is ugly. Ugly, and I mean freaking ugly. Keep your eyes on this, people. Like I said, I'm still a major bull in this market. I added to positions today. I added new positions today. You know exactly what these are, what I bought, when I bought them, when they expire. If you subscribe to my free newsletter, there is a link in the description of this video. It's like 33,000 people there right now. I want to double that in short order. I have not had not one single realized loss since I have posted to my newsletter. Every single trade. You think I'm lying? Ask any one of my lions. Anyone. 33,000. Ask any one of them. Okay? So take advantage of that. I don't think you realize what you would have to pay someone to give out information like this. And I'm offering it all for free. So take advantage of it, people. Seriously. All right. What I want to do here real quick, kind of like what I did yesterday, was an epic day. I want to cover a few things with you. So I'm going to give you a little blow-by-blow here. Okay, here we go. Oh, by the way, the dollar got hit again. What a shock. That's part of the plan. You know that. They're going to kill it. They're going to kill the dollar to issue in the new dollars. Pretty crazy. So here we go. This is a story right off the bat, Wall Street Journal is saying the Federal Reserve is now the backup lender to the world. Okay, the Wall Street Journal. I guess someone over there listens to Gregory Mannarino. Okay, because I've been screaming from rooftops about this for how long now? And finally the Wall Street Journal catches up. Again, really, how these people who put out articles like this remain in business when they are so far behind the curve, I have no idea. But this is the story. The Federal Reserve is now the backup lender to the world. All this stuff I'm talking about here, I posted links, and these are off links on my Facebook page, a Twitter feed, my chat room on my website, traderschoice.net. There's a link down here. So yeah, this is the Wall Street Journal saying the Federal Reserve is now the backup lender to the world. No surprise to you. I'm very proud of that. Very, very proud. Now here, we heard from Steve Mnuchin today. Now the Treasury is seeking to borrow another $2 trillion. Where are they getting that cash from? Where does the Treasury have to go to beg for the cash? Well, let me enlighten you here. How about the Federal freaking Reserve? All right, who is the backup lender to the world, according to the Wall Street Journal, if you don't want to listen to Greg Mannarino. Got it? It's a creature feature. And Mnuchin here is the biggest creature of them all. The man is a liar to the highest order. I mean, I don't think there's even a bigger liar on the planet. I think he's sitting right there to the right hand of Satan, at the right hand of Satan, kissing it. That's Steve Mnuchin. This is Satan's hand. You like that? Yeah, I think that's exactly what's going on here. And I followed this up. How sad is it when the U.S. Treasury, Steve Mnuchin, has to go to the Federal Reserve to borrow infinite amounts of cash as a last resort, and the Federal Reserve is more than happy to lend? It's absolutely pathetic. We're going to talk more about that in a second. Well, I got published today in the Washington Standard. I didn't even know it. Someone sent me a link going over some of my work here. The article was fantastic. My hat goes off to the person that wrote it, and I do appreciate it. So check it out, the Washington Standard. Nice article about me there. All right, let's move forward here. Look, so we already understand that J.P. Morgan and Morgan Stanley are talking about an imminent drop in the stock market, which has yet to happen. Okay, now Goldman Sachs comes right up the back door, and they're saying here, quote, I don't even know what to make of it. The equity markets are stuck in a flat range. Goldman Sachs. Let me tell you something about these mega banks. They're not as smart as people think they are. They cheat, they lie, and they steal. That's all they do. And believe me, I have firsthand experience knowing that. That's the truth. Let's move forward here a little bit. So we found out again, Congress is struggling to break the stalemate on coronavirus aid for the people. I say fire them all. They're all freaks. And every single one of these freaks is bought and paid for. They don't give a damn about you. It's all about the merger of corporate America and this new world order that the hub is right here in the United States. I don't care what side of the aisle you're on. If you're on either side, you're on the wrong side. You understand? You can't be on either side because this thing that we are in right now is too twisted. You're on a side, then you're on the side of the new world order, whatever side you're on. And me, I am not on that side. Here we go. I followed that up with the U.S. Congress. On the planet, the biggest bunch of inept, impotent, bought and paid for creatures which have ever existed. It's the truth. People know the truth when they hear it. Well, I think that's a bit of truth for you. And there's more talk about the downward spiraling dollar, which we did have a little bounce, which I said would happen. It seems to be resuming its downward spiral. Talk about this blast all over the place. You got to check this out. I've never seen a blast like that in my life. I'm no explosion expert or anything like that, but I can tell you that stuff is crazy. Now, this is where I start to get angry. Okay, so here we got this, and I understand where it's coming from, the elections, and it's all, I guess it means good. So here, the President of the United States is patting himself on the back for a $3 billion a year spending plan for national parks. I love it. I'm all about, preserving our national treasures here. $3 billion a year. Well, let's put that into perspective, because just 3 weeks ago, the President of the United States sent $2.1 billion to Sanofi, which is a French pharmaceutical company, to develop vaccines. That's interesting. Why couldn't we? Why? Let me put another perspective on this for you. This is what burns me to the core. And I've covered this to the point of where it makes me sick, but no one wants to talk about it. Nobody. You got these mega biotech pharmaceutical companies receiving billions and billions of dollars between Sanofi and GlaxoSmithKline. The president sent them over $8 billion. $8 billion. Okay, now, both of these companies, okay, collectively, they have huge stockpiles of cash laying around. So tell me again why U.S. taxpayers are funding this vaccine when these corporations have all the cash to do it themselves. Why? I'll let you answer that question, and maybe you want to go to @RealDonaldTrump and ask the freak why he's doing it. I'm telling you, it gets me really upset. I mean, it's incredible. Windfall profits. But no, they got to get taxpayer money. Yeah, even a French company. I thought it was making America great again, but why are we sending billions to a French company? How about you tell everyone, Mr. President, why? I'm not beating you up. I'm stating facts. Unbelievable. But this is the freak show, for the freaking freak show that we're involved in. Now, how about this? So we understand President Trump floated out a story about how the vaccine is going to be coming out sooner than expected, way before the end of the year. That was his words. And now Fauci today, the thing known as Fauci, he says this. Are you ready? The U.S. isn't sacrificing safety in the race for a virus. So we are racing for a virus. Okay, I got that. And we're not sacrificing safety. Okay. We're going to keep that in mind, Dr. Fauci, after we inject your eyeballs. How's that? It's unbelievable. I already covered gold, massive rally here. Anyway, let's see what else is going on. Yeah, I talked about this. Sanofi and GlaxoSmithKline, $8 billion. $8 billion of U.S. taxpayer money. And can anyone tell me why? Can one of you give me an actual reason why? See, like I said, I tell you, people, we are going mad. Now, I want to talk about this real quick. So we all understand that Kodak received nearly $1 billion, again, from the White House, another pharmaceutical company or chemical company, whatever they are now, whatever they're trying to define themselves as these days, from the White House. The president sent them actually $765 million. Now, apparently, there was some kind of strange activity, let's put it that way, in options trading just prior to the announcement, and it's being investigated by the SEC. Obviously, someone here, or it seems that way, got a tip that this was going to be announced. And do I believe anyone's going to get in trouble for it? Absolutely not. Okay? Absolutely not. You know, I already talked about the 10-year yield. It's incredible. 0.5. That's a little bit spooky there, I'll be honest with you. Now, look, I want to cover something here for my lions and my traders just real quick, and then I want to move on to one other thing that I really want you to pay attention to real quick. All right. So for my lions and traders out here, a lot of you are making a grave error. You're using market orders to buy and sell your options. When you open up your options page, okay, you should know what this is if you're a trader, okay? You open up your options page and you click on, okay, buy to open XYZ, how many shares, how many contracts, I'm sorry, you want to buy of XYZ, and then you have a choice, market order or limit order. If you put it market, you are going to get robbed blind. What you're doing by putting it in market order is telling the market maker you're willing to pay anything, top dollar for what you want to buy. And if you're buying an option, and if you're selling one, well, if you put a market order, you're willing to sell it at whatever they want to give you. You got to be nuts. You've got to be nuts to do something like that. So you put in a limit order. Limit. Just click limit. It's so simple. And then you see the spread. You see the bid and the ask price. Well, you never want to pay the ask price if you're buying or sell it at the bid. You never want to do that with a limit order either. So pick a spot somewhere in the middle or pick a price that you feel comfortable with. This way you will not get ripped off. It takes an extra maybe, I don't know, 30 seconds to set this up, but you're going to save yourself so much money. Market makers love nothing more than a trader who's buying and selling options using market orders. That should tell you something, okay? All right, now look, lastly, this is huge, and I am thrilled about it. Okay, Greg Mannarino right here. I'm going to be on his show. I'm going to appear as a guest on a show, so I'm going to be in studio, and I want you to see it, all right? It's called The Barrel Buddies. The Barrel Buddies. I love it. What do these guys do? They sit around at a table and they drink and talk about whiskey, bourbon, and scotch. Well, I found these guys and I just love it. They record here in Vegas. So I'm going to be on their show. And I cannot wait to be on their show. This is it's the coolest thing. It's completely not market related, and I can promise you, we will not be talking about the market. Okay, we're going to be talking about whiskey. We're going to be talking about bourbon and scotch. I hope I'm a regular on this show because I think it's fantastic. There is a link in the description of this video to The Barrel Buddies. I want you to subscribe. All right, so you will see yours truly on that show, having a really good time. I'm looking so forward to this. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen, but it's going to be soon. But I don't want you to miss it. So go check that out. Again, The Barrel Buddies, link in the description of this video. Subscribe. All right, with that said, people, look, a lot of stuff went on today. A lot of people died today, literally, in that blast over there. And my heart goes out to their families and everything. It just breaks my heart, it really does. So pray for these people. Pray for the world. Really, we need something big here. All right, love you a lot. Long video. Please share it. See you in the morning.